Welcome to our summer road trip in Austria. We are Fe and Edo, an international travel blogging couple based in Slovenia, and every single year I ask Edo what does he want to do for the summer holidays, if he wants to go to the sea or the mountains, and he always picks the mountains. So this year for our summer holidays we are exploring Tyrol in Austria. This year we have 3 days to do our road trip and we picked some really cool things to do. Number one, we want to visit a gorge that has been on our list for so long. Number two, we picked a really cool hike to do with like an awesome view of the lake. And number three, to spend some time enjoying the lake, of course, because you can't come to Austria and not do that. But let me already give you a spoiler that we did not manage to do all of this. The weather had other plans for us, so we had to get a little bit creative along the way and come up with different things to do. So follow along to discover with us. Good morning. Today's day one of our Austria road trip. We basically just woke up and we are going to the first attraction. We're already here in Austria because we drove from Slovenia last night, but there was nothing to show because we just got here in the middle of the night. But we are heading to the gorge, which is called Sigmund-thun. It's the first place we're going to visit this morning. We have really nice weather today, so I'm very excited. And let's see how it is. Let's check it out together. So we just arrived on the gorge and it starts right here behind me. It's really nice. The walk is around 30 minutes long and it's only one way. So in the end, we need to make the loop to get back to the parking place. We just paid our ticket a little bit before. It was $7.50 per person, which is not that bad. And yeah, now we need to walk through the boardwalks the whole way and crossing the river from one side to the other. So let's see. So we just made it to the end of the pathway and here there is like this artificial waterfall and then it opens to a really big lake. And when you get to the end, you basically have three options. You can walk all the way back, it's around 20 minutes. You can also walk around the lake. There is a path around and a little restaurant on the other side. Or there's also the option of getting a bus, which is on the other side of the lake. There is like a bus stop that goes to the road back to the parking lots. Before we visited this place, we checked a bunch of guides and videos online, and they did mention that there was this waterfall and the lake in the end, but no one made a big deal about it. And honestly, I don't understand why, because look at this lake, like it's so beautiful. I'm actually really glad we decided to come up to see it, because we were even debating on the bottom there, like, oh, should we just go back and then go to the next spot? And I'm really glad we did, because this is so beautiful. So if you're visiting, make sure that after the gorge, you also come up to check out the lake, especially if you get a weather like this. So now we will do the circle around the lake. It's not that big. And then we will walk back to the car, which then is around 20 minutes walk back, so that we can hop on to our next stop on the road trip. Once we left the gorge this morning, we made a quick stop at Klamsee, which is a lake. It was beautiful, but we just stopped very quickly and continued. We drove for about an hour and a little bit, and then we came to this place. This is reservoir of water, and the special thing is you can see behind me, the backdrop, it makes like a perfect reflection of the mountains behind. It's honestly really beautiful. Since we read that the hike to get here was a little bit hard, we decided today that's not the day for it. We drove here with the car, and now we're gonna sit in one of the restaurants here, have something to eat before we head to our next place.
We are ending our day at Achen Lake. This was an amazing surprise for me since, well, for this whole trip I'm essentially a passenger princess. I have no clue where we're going. Fernanda puts in the directions in the maps and I drive, but essentially I never know where we are going until we arrive there. So this lake was an amazing find. This place is known as Fjord of the Alps. It's 9.4 kilometers long, like it's enormous. We were driving by on the road and like you can see a lot of different camps, a lot of different swimming spots, and I would definitely recommend, if you're in this part of the Austria, this lake. It might not be very well known, but it's really amazing. So to finish our first day, we just stopped at the dinner place right here next to the lake. It was a bit on the expensive side, but honestly very well worth it. Very nice food. Of course, obviously, the whole trip is going to be in the description down below, so you know which places we were visiting. And yeah, that's it for the day one. See you tomorrow. Good morning, YouTube, and welcome to our second day of Austria road trip. What we had planned for today was we wanted to go hiking above the Achen Lake because you get like this really beautiful view from the top, but unfortunately, as you can see behind me, the weather is not really cooperating, so we decided it might not be the best idea to go onto 2000-meter height with this kind of weather. So instead, if you can't go up, we're gonna go down. We found a silver mine, so that's our backup plan for now. Let's go check out the mine, and then for the afternoon, let's see, we still need to figure out something. After a 10-minute drive, we arrived in Schwaz, a small village in Tyrol, once famous for its silver. We started our visit in a small wardrobe where we put on long grey coats and helmets. It already felt a bit unusual, like we were stepping back in time. Then came the highlight, squeezing onto a narrow mining train that rattled 800 meters straight into the mountain. As we went deeper, the air turned colder and damper. The temperature in the mine is a constant 12 degrees, so we would recommend you to wear appropriate clothing. The guided tour took us through twisting tunnels where centuries ago miners pulled out nearly 85% of the world's silver. It's hard to imagine, but this tiny village once financed the Habsburg Empire and the powerful Fugger banking family. At its peak, more than 10,000 miners worked here, turning Schwaz into the second largest town in Austria at the time, bigger than Innsbruck. Standing in those dark tunnels, it was surreal to think that such a small place once played such a huge role in European history. Walking through the tunnels, we learned so many surprising facts, and it turned out to be a really fascinating visit. We would definitely say it's worth stopping here, especially since they're offering tours in multiple languages. After we returned our mining robes, we got back into the car and continued our way towards Innsbruck. So, after the mine, since we were already close by, we decided to come to the capital of Tyrol region, which is Innsbruck. And once we arrived, we went straight for the lunch. And since we didn't really plan much, we don't know much about the city, we just decided to go walk through the city center and look at these beautiful, colorful houses. So come with us. The capital of Tyrol is surrounded by dramatic alpine peaks. It's famous for its mix of imperial history and mountain adventure. The old town is full of colorful medieval houses, and right in the center you will find the golden roof, covered with more than 2.6 glided copper tiles built for Emperor Maximilian I over 500 years ago. Fun fact about Innsbruck is also that it hosted Winter Olympics twice, which is pretty rare for a city of its size. What we love the most is how easy it is to go from wandering historic streets to being up in the mountains in just minutes. With its colorful old town, imperial history, and the Alps rising all around, Innsbruck is a place where city life and mountain scenery blend perfectly.
Good morning! Today is day 3 of our road trip. It's our last day, so we need to start driving back home. We had some plans for today. We wanted to stop by a lake along the way, but the weather is not on our side. It's about to start raining at any time. So we're gonna cut this one short and we're just gonna go straight home. So thank you for following along on this road trip. We hope you had a good time. We honestly really liked it. We saw a lot. So make sure you like and subscribe. It really helps us out, and we'll see you on the next video. Bye!